Hotel history is created for adult audiences. Content may not be suitable for all listeners. Discretion is advised. You're listening to Hotel History. We take you with us through the sordid history and scandals of some of the world's most famous and infamous hotels. I'm Dieta.
And I'm Yael. Let's get started. I'm really excited about this episode.
Me too. I'm excited about this whole summer. It's a really fun theme.
Yeah.
So we're up to episode 2 of our Cosmic Summer series. Today we are going to be talking about stargazing hotels, which there are a lot of. I was poring over lists of all of these hotels that have popped up for astrotourism, and it was a lot. So to narrow it down, I tried to find some that had some sort of UFO lore or sci-fi vibe kind of attached to them to make it a little bit more niche. But all of these places are in dark sky areas where the night sky is just incredible. After we experience that dark sky in Nevada, I can't wait to go to some place like this.
I know if you can't afford to go to these fancy dark sky resorts, there are so many options to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Grab a chair.
Just drive into the middle of the desert and pitch a tent.
Yeah. But to go to a place that makes an effort to preserve the clearness of the sky is really nice.
Yeah.
Just like at Lodge at Marconi, all their lights were designed not to interfere with light pollution.
Right.
Everything was like facing down, and it was really cool. We really do like night sky. Like everywhere we go, there's like some sort of night, looking out in the stars.
We also covered a dark sky reserve in our episode about hotels for nature lovers. I want to say 2 summers ago, the one that was in Namibia.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Oh my God, that one looked so cool. They're all over the world. I mean,
it's a recurring theme with us.
Yeah.
It keeps popping up.
A recurring theme. This is why it just comes naturally to us to talk about aliens. But you said astrotourism?
Yes.
But there's another name, right?
I guess maybe they haven't all decided what they're going to call it yet. So I've seen astrotourism, which the popularity of that is very much on the rise. Actually, booking.com has noted that 62% of travelers are interested in dark sky and what they're calling noctourism. So nocturnal tourism, which I'm very into. I have always tried to find things to do after dark whenever I'm visiting places, and it's definitely an untapped area because other than going to cocktail bars, most places don't have anything.
I feel like there's not enough nocturnal things to do, and for night people like us, we want that, and it can't just be drinking.
You're right. That can only get you so far.
Yeah. But I just thought of something. Back in the day, this wasn't a thing because back in the day, that's how the sky looked.
Yeah, exactly.
That wasn't special.
It wasn't special. Everyone had astrotourism because everyone had the night sky. Yeah. So right now, I guess noctourism is mostly dark sky, astronomy type places, bar crawls, and ghost tours. Like, can you think of, and there are some places that will do nighttime hikes, but you have to be careful with that because of the wildlife that tends to come out at night.
Yeah, that's true. I was with my parents, did that road trip in Sedona, that area. We went to a observatory, and it was packed and everyone was there, and like we looked through all the telescopes, and it was really cool. I got to see the moon really up close. Like, I mean, it had an amazing telescope there. I think we had to pay to get in, but there was like a lot to do, and I feel like more places should do that.
More than 200 dark sky places have been certified by Dark Sky International across 22 countries. So, this is definitely a global phenomenon that people everywhere are wanting access to these dark skies. And I really appreciate that so many places are making them accessible, but also a lot of them are trying to make them very comfortable to view as well because, not everybody wants to go camping. So, some people really do need that luxury resort to enjoy themselves.
Yeah, camping today is not what it used to be. First of all, you have to reserve a spot for the
Yeah.
most part. And that's actually hard, especially in places in California. It's not so easy. You got to like sign up for Joshua Tree. And then, it's just it's really it, it's just easier. Just hoteling it is
Yeah.
easier.
Just reserve your geodome.
Yeah. Yeah, because the amount of money you're going to spend on food, on camping, on this, on that, and like to bring all that stuff, it actually doesn't make that much of a difference. I mean, you can go high end or low end, but I think generally camping is not the cheap thing anymore. At least not how I've seen some people camp.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there are definitely some people who can just sleep on a blanket on the ground and nothing else.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, no, it's a lot. So we're going to start in South America. We're going to Chile, which is considered to be the country with the highest recorded number of UFO sightings.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I thought America was.
No, I guess we're just so like America centric that we only hear about things that happen here. But yeah, there have been a lot in Chile. And I was reading about some that happened in Scotland and England, and Australia has some places.
But that makes me feel like I believe more because if it's only in America that I wouldn't
Yeah,
believe
then
that
you're just like, it's
much.
mass hysteria. We're just
It's just
silly.
us
It's Hollywood.
bored. Yeah, but now that I hear other countries, which makes a lot more sense, and I've been wondering what people have been seeing or witnessing throughout the world, because once it's worldwide, you know, and everything is kind of like similar. I don't know.
Yeah, so in Chile, the government even created a body to investigate its UAPs, or if you're old school, UFOs, through the Air
UFOs.
Force, known as the Committee for Studies of Anomalous Aerial Phenomena, or CEFAA. San Clemente in Chile is the unofficial UFO capital of the world, but there have been plenty of sightings in the Elqui Valley, which is where the hotel we are going to explore is. The Elqui Valley is the Elqui Valley attracts a range of visitors, some for its wine and pisco production, some for astrotourism, and some even for spiritual and or hallucinogenic tourism, which might explain some of the UFO sightings.
Yeah, okay.
It's a viable road trip destination too. Driving distances are much shorter than in Patagonia and the Atacama Desert, two of Chile's other popular regions, and the roads are flat and paved, which
Oh,
you can't even always get here. So,
yeah.
so that's great.
The valley has more than 300 clear nights a year and some of the clearest skies in the world. Northern Chile, which includes the Elqui Valley and the Atacama Desert to its north, is now considered the global capital of astronomy with over 20 major international scientific observatories, many of which offer tours and sky gazing opportunities. That's so interesting. Why is no one talking about this? Like, oh, hey, I went to Chile to sky gaze. Like, that makes sense. Everyone's like, I went to South America for ayahuasca or whatever. El Domos is located under some of the clearest skies in the world, where you can marvel at the stars and astronomical events from the domes and observatory cabins. They're so cool looking. The hotel is equipped with a restaurant, both outdoor and indoor common areas, an astronomical observatory, an outdoor pool, and 11 air conditioned and central heated rooms. These are divided into 7 geodesic domes and 4 observatory type cabins. Each of the domes has a private bathroom, a living room on the first floor, and a bed on a mezzanine floor, from where you can uncover the roof of the domes and contemplate the skies. I love how they thought of the heating, the indoor plumbing, because some places we read,
Yep.
that's not always the case. The same could be said for the cabins, which allow guests to observe the skies and are equipped with a private bathroom, living area, and elevated terrace. The hotel offers an astronomy tour, which includes a brief talk on basic astronomy, supported by specialized software, and guided observation from the observatory using a state of the art electronic telescope.
I love how their domes, it sounds like you can uncover the sky or cover it back up. Because I know some people, it really freaks them out to be like, they feel like very vulnerable if they're too exposed to the sky all around them, even if they're inside something. So I think that's a good idea that they made it where you can cover the sky up if it overwhelms you.
But also because of when daylight comes, they have to have something that actually covers it. Yeah. So,
Well, because from some of the other ones that I've
yeah.
looked at, they don't appear to have something that can go over it. It just looks like full 360.
Well, that's why you pay extra.
Next up is Outpost X, located in Beryl, Utah. Utah has some amazing dark sky reserves. I feel like the majority of South Utah is just one gigantic dark sky.
Utah is on my bucket list. Everything about Utah sounds interesting nature-wise.
It has so many national parks. The landscapes are incredible. Yeah, I've wanted to go there for a long time.
So badly. Like, first of all, the scene in Thelma and Louise when they're on the road, they're driving through Utah. And I mean, just them driving like at night, you can pick up what they're. Yeah. That must have been a crazy shoot.
Yeah.
That looked so beautiful. I really want to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about otherworldly. Like the landscape looks like it could be on a different planet.
It really does. Yeah.
So this one is advertised as a sci-fi glamping experience. It's located about an hour and a half northwest of Zion National Park on an 80-acre desert playa and features high-tech Zen domes, eco caves, and tents that feel like a movie set. It really does. It looks very super post-apocalyptic. Like you feel like people from Mad Max are about to roll up on the horizon.
It's crazy. They have any movies filmed there or?
I feel positive there has been.
Yeah, because I've been on a post-apocalyptic book kick, and I wonder if any of the authors like stayed at some of these places and was inspired.
Oh yeah, this would be a great place to go on retreat if you're trying to write something like that. Oh yes. Some of the unique amenities include sand cruisers that you can drive to explore the area's geography. The sand cruisers look like something that Anakin Skywalker would have driven around.
My God, yeah.
And then they also have hot tubs, a cold plunge, a sauna, a lounge with Moroccan-style seating, a painting corner, and singing bowls and drums, and a hand pan. So,
oh my God,
yeah, it's very hippie friendly as well, and a self-serve cantina. It sounds like if you were going to go to Burning Man, but you didn't actually want to stay at Burning Man, like you could go do something like that and then come stay here and enjoy yourself.
You know, the artist in me appreciates the idea of Burning Man, but the introvert in me hates Burning Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not for me. If you're there for stargazing, you can book one of the Zen domes or Moroccan cave pods, which allow you to view the night sky from the comfort of your bed. So if they want to give us any one of them, I'm happy. The cave pods have a small dome above the bed to see out, like to the sky. But the Zen domes are transparent all the way around for a complete view of the sky and landscape. See, I think that's where people get freaked out.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
dome is attached to another building that has like the kitchenette and the bathroom and like the private areas, so you can get out
Yeah.
of it if you need to.
Yeah, exactly. But even if you book a cave or a tent without sky views, there's a common area with a stargazing deck and fire pits. Oh my God. That
Mhm.
sounds really fun. And I like that they accommodated different kinds of people right
Yes.
there and budgets, because let's
Right.
face it, if you're doing the all around, but that kind of reminds me of Lodge at Marconi when there is a lot of common places. And I want to say something about third spaces is that yes, getting your own stargazing room sounds beautiful. But if you're at a place and you get to meet others sky gazing, that's really nice. Like, get out of your literal bubble
Right.
and meet people and, have common interests about the sky. That's so beautiful. Like, I love it. I love the options. I'm
Right.
very into the options.
The hotel creators describe themselves as a post apocalyptic sanctuary where the world has ended and we've started over. Our aim is to reignite the imagination, to reconnect with your inner child, to relearn how to play away from the BS of society. So, what they've done here is created their own hotel lore, their own history that is imagined. So, I really love that they were like, eventually someday we'll have been around long enough to have our own history. But in the meantime, we're going to use our imaginations and create our own history for this vibe that we're trying to create here. So they've even gone a step further with guest immersion by creating a podcast, which is also called Outpost X, that I found it on Spotify. I'm sure you can find it elsewhere, but it tells the story of this campsite's post-apocalyptic survival amid solar flare devastation and its transformation into a sanctuary of art, culture, and survival secrets. And it's like a fully produced and acted podcast.
Okay. I haven't listened to it yet, but I really want to. And I love that they did that. There are so many good things about this hotel where other ones should take note. I wonder how they're doing, if they're doing well, because this sounds amazing. It sounds like someone wanted to preserve the imagination of their childhood, but in a hotel.
Yeah, and none of the articles that I was reading about places to stargaze mentioned it. And I couldn't believe it because this is perfect. This sounds like exactly what you would want to put yourself into that cosmic state of mind. Also, imagine like you're driving to your destination and you get to put on a podcast story about where you're driving to.
Well, I would just like to plug us in our own podcast that whatever hotel you're going to, you can put on our podcast
That's
story
true.
about. It's like, oh, just, get in the mood.
This is what we need. We need more creativity like this in hospitality.
Yes, weirder the better.
Mhm.
I think the message that I'm getting from like everything I read is they're like authenticity, this and that. People are trying to copy and paste what they think authenticity is or
Mhm.
ideas that have worked, but then it becomes like diluted because it's
Yeah. And if you're doing that, if you're copy and pasting authenticity, you've already missed it.
you've lost
It's not
you've
authentic.
lost the point. I think people have to embrace the weird, the niche, the like I guess kitschy for some places, but it's kind of like tap into the corners of your mind that make you happy
Mhm.
and just go with it, because if it doesn't work, you can just change it. But I have a feeling it's gonna work. Utah has a ton of UFO sightings associated with it, including one that occurred in 2016 in Beaver, Utah, which is about 60 miles east of Beryl. Filmmakers Sam Chortek and Jimmy Chappie were using a drone to film some B-roll footage for a documentary they were working on. When they reviewed the footage back at their hotel room, they noticed an object traveling at a high rate of speed that flew by their drone. Dun
Yeah, there's
dun.
videos of it online if you want to watch
Mm.
it.
Oh shit.
It just like all of a sudden like appears in front of the mountains in the valley and then just like zooms really fast by. You can like see it bank and change direction.
Oh my
It's
God. See,
crazy.
it is real.
Yeah, and it's in the daytime, so it's actually a little bit clearer than a lot of them are.
Oh my God. I wonder if that changed their whole entire documentary. I don't know. What was their documentary about?
I don't know.
Aliens. We should
It
have
was
known.
not about aliens.
Oh, okay.
They didn't even like release it or mention it to anybody until 2019 because they were like nobody's going to believe us. So we don't want to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Really? Oh my God. That would have been like, I would have changed my whole life. Like, forget this documentary. Let's talk about aliens.
I know.
And there's proof. Cedar City, Utah, about 45 miles southeast of Barrow, is home to an even older alien encounter story. In 1959, Jerry Irwin was driving just outside Cedar City. According to David Booher, who interviewed Irwin and wrote a book about his experience, Irwin saw a glowing object he thought was a plane crash. So he pulled over, threw a jacket on, and left a note in his car about where he'd gone. When a search party went looking for him later, they found him unconscious, jacketless, and no airplane crash. After returning to Fort Bliss, the military base in El Paso, where he was a missile base technician, Irwin was checked out by medical professionals and deemed fine. But he began having repeated blackouts and amnesia, landing him in the psychiatric ward at the base multiple times. He eventually deserted his post. What happened to Jerry?
I know. That sounds terrifying.
Do you think he was having a mental breakdown before? Like, you can't know.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
Like it doesn't, I don't know if he had a history of anything.
I will say the 1950s. So, in terms of like, I wonder if there is enough data collected where what was happening in the 1950s where there was a ton of UFO sightings,
Mm-hmm.
like a peak. And I understand that there was the Cold War, and many could be having to do with the Soviets and the US, because that's when the US was like mad sketchy. The government was like peak sketchy. So there's a theory out there in the UFO world that aliens or UFO, whatever is out there, is they're coming and there's something like a signal coming out. They go to military bases, they go to these places because there's like a lot of energy there and like weird experiments. And so that's what interests them. And that's why you see them so much in those areas. And they said specifically after the atomic bomb was developed that there's a lot happening in sightings there. Or now that's the alien answer, or other governments want to know what's up with the military bases in the US. And
Yeah.
so maybe they're sending out things that we don't know about.
Yeah.
But my other
Or
theory
it's our own
is
stuff being tested and flown. Because, I mean, nobody knew about the stealth bomber until it was released to public information. But I'm sure people saw it being tested and were like, what the hell is that in the sky? Because no
I
one had ever seen
agree.
anything like it before.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is probably our stuff, but another example, I think it's our stuff being tested but never used
Mm-hmm.
because they're like maybe there's issues about it. But I do believe if it was other countries, if they could develop that technology to then also bypass our skies because these things are like protected, then the US wouldn't be the US.
Right.
They'd be the most powerful country in the world. So my theory is that it's either our stuff or it is aliens because they're just curious. I mean, we'll never know. Maybe we will know one day. 500 years from now, the US government will release a statement that says, by the way,
Next up is Cosmos with a K Resort in Colorado, which is a luxury off-grid stargazing resort located under some of the darkest skies in the U.S. and about 15 minutes from Great Sand Dunes National Park. It's set in the San Luis Valley against a backdrop of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, where Mustangs roam wild throughout the valley. I want to go just to see the Mustangs. The San Luis Valley is sandwiched between the San Juan and Sangre de Cristo Mountains and sits at an altitude of 7,600 feet. It's designed for travelers seeking immersive astronomy experiences, eco-luxury stays, and peaceful nights under the stars, according to their website. That sounds nice.
I wonder if they have in each like dome hotel room, they play they have like videos of Sagan.
Sagan?
Do you know Sagan? And just on repeat. The Cosmo.
I actually think I remember seeing something about that. Yes. So included in every villa, they have stargazing content, and Cosmos, Explore the Wonders of the Universe, is part of it, along with the Stargazer's Bible and a universe puzzle.
See? Perfect. It's a match made in heaven. Oh, nope. It's a match made in the cosmos.
The resort has 4 exclusive stargazing villas designed for privacy and connection with nature. While you can see a ton with the naked eye in their Class 2 dark sky, they also offer premium telescopes, stargazing content, like we just mentioned, and private sessions with a sky guide.
Oh my God. What about the ghosts of Carl Sagan?
No, they couldn't get him. He's booked.
I just want to point something out because I'm very interested in him right now. One, he's from Brooklyn. What's up? And he also had a lifelong interest in the possibility of extraterrestrial life. And I just want to say it's not just for the weirdos because I don't think he was considered like just like a weird sky guy, like a UFOologist or whatever. So I don't know. I like that. We have things in common.
Non-astronomical amenities include a private jacuzzi, in-villa spa, hot springs access, and outdoor experiences, because this place is gorgeous in the daytime too. Like, you definitely want to explore that landscape. The resort is currently in what it calls phase 0. It's going to move on to phase 1, and then by 2029, hopefully phase 2. And so it's going to enlarge the resort with more villas, a full service spa, and eventually an immersive planetarium.
Oh my God, I really hope so. I love immersive planetariums.
Yeah.
The resort is also about 15 minutes away from the town of Hooper and its UFO watchtower, built by cattle rancher Judy Messeline. Of course, the cattle ranchers. In May 2000, Messeline decided to capitalize on the view of the sky from her property and converted her barn into a watchtower and marketed the viewing site as the place to see UFOs. People looking for UFOs have been camping on her property without permission for several years. So she asked the county commissioners permission to build the structure. That is a smart woman right there. Genius.
Use what you
Genius
got.
move. Do make that money. Located below the platform, outside of the gift shop, Messeline created a healing garden where visitors leave objects to hopefully receive some sort of healing. The area is a rock garden that she says celebrates 3 vortexes that several psychics say are in her front yard. Sure, she's going to make money on that. If you say it, she agrees. Why would it? She's not stupid.
She's like, I see what vortexes did for Sedona. We got them here too.
Yeah. Messeline in 2023 stated that visitors have reported 163 UFO sightings so far, with Messeline stating she has personally seen 27. Wow. Larry Messeline, her son who now runs the Watchtower, expects more visitors to the Watchtower following the 2026 release of the United States UFO files. As of 2020, at least 30,000 people had visited. Wow.
Yeah.
Messeline has a 600-acre ranch, which she allows visitors to camp on.
So there you go.
Go camping.
You don't want to, if you don't want to have to do the resort thing, then just 15 minutes down the road, you can set up.
Genius. You see, I'm shocked more places around Area 51 don't do that.
Yeah.
Because we see a lot of ranchers. And There are like the little alien spots that we go to, the little stores and jerky places. But like, if I was at Ranch right next to Area 51, I'd be like, come on down.
I know. Well, because I know that there used to be lookout points where you could see over into Area 51, and the government closed those off. They like kept extending the forbidden range of where you were allowed to go. So now it would have to just be billed, I guess, as a watchtower to see UFOs and not mention Area 51, or they're going to be like, nope, this area is forbidden now. No one can come here. Move out.
Yeah, yeah. They really should. That place is gorgeous. Like the skies are gorgeous, and
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I'm more excited to see a UFO than a ghost, in my opinion.
I can see that. You don't believe in ghosts and you do believe in aliens. So of course you would be more excited.
No, I mean I'm open to a ghost experience. I haven't had one, and even if it happened, I think I'd still like I'm just very excited for my UFO experience.
Yeah.
But I have not seen that either. I mean,
yeah, I think it's easier to capture a UFO experience than a ghost experience.
Really?
Yeah,
I think my mind can
I think
play
because like
on me.
plenty of I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just feel like UFOs exist in this reality, so you should have no problem filming it, whereas ghosts aren't necessarily in this dimension.
Yeah, there's no real like film ghost stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's real. There's filmed ghost stuff, but we don't know if it's real.
Maybe we'll see them soon in Roswell.
I think we will. Yeah, we will definitely be reporting back on the skies in New Mexico next month whenever we go to the Roswell UFO Festival. So,
yeah. If anyone's going or out there, let us know. Apparently, no one knows of this thing, which is so sad. Forget Burning Man, guys. Get your priorities in check. It's Roswell UFO Festival and then everything else, obviously.
Thanks for listening to Hotel History. You can follow us on most social media platforms, Patreon, and Substack by searching for Hotel History or Hotel History Podcast. To connect or collaborate with us, check out our website at hotelhistorypodcast.com. If you like what you hear, please leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify so we can reach more listeners.